What's up, everybody? Joe White here, rolling down the highways and byways and interstates. I'm on Interstate 85 here in Salisbury, North Carolina, heading down to I'm heading down to Conman Thompson territory. I'm heading down to Alabama. I'm heading down to Brundage, Alabama. And one of the big things that nobody's really talking about, and I guess nobody sees it as a big deal, is Bruce Prichard is going back to the WWE. Bruce Prichard, of course, known for Something to Wrestle With. Bruce Prichard, the podcast, him and Conman Thompson doing it. And I like the podcast, and I did like Conrad, or Conman, up until he started charging $2,000 for 30-second interviews. So, Bruce Prichard I found it funny how, you know, if you go back and listen to early episodes of that podcast, the Something to Wrestle podcast, Bruce talks about how he has no interest to go back there. He probably never will go back there. And that was because he didn't think WWE would hire him back, because of the podcast. But, and Meltzer was talking about this too. Oh, come on, let me over, you stupid bastard. Sorry, guys, gotta make a lane change here. There we go. I had somebody ask, why are you looking off to the side whenever you do anything? It's because the truck has no rearview mirror. There's no way for me to see directly behind me. So I have two what they call convex mirrors on either side, and then two other ones down at the nose of the truck that help me see to the sides and behind me. Anyway, Bruce Prichard got hired right after WrestleMania 3. He was working for the Houston territory, and he was basically one of Vince's right-hand men. He was in that inner circle all the way up until 2008 when he was fired. His role changed a little bit, you know, during the Attitude Era. He didn't really handle that much creative. But Bruce's hiring is an interesting one, because Bruce could talk to Vince in ways that normal people can't. You know, Bruce could sit there and have a yelling match with Vince and exchange fuck yous with him all day long, from the way it sounds anyway, and not get touched. If you want to go and listen to why Bruce was fired in 2008, go listen to that episode of the podcast. It's very telling. He tells it like this. Basically, Stephanie McMahon grew up, Stephanie McMahon took over, and Stephanie McMahon got him fired because it was a clashing in styles. It was the butting of two heads. It's a lot more detailed than that, but I like the podcast. I haven't liked the only thing I hate about the podcast is the 30 minutes worth of ads that you get at the beginning and the 10-minute ad breaks along the way. And I understand that they saw an opportunity to make money off of it, and they struck while the iron was hot. But Bruce Prichard going back tells me that Vince McMahon is scared. He's grasping at straws. Another thing it shows me is that, you know, with Conman Thompson apparently working for AEW now, and working directly with the Bucks and Cody, WWE did not want AEW to sign old Bruce. So, they signed Bruce. It's also very, very telling that why would you go into the past? Even Meltzer brought this up, or it was actually Brian Alvarez goes, if you're looking to hire young, fresh writers, why would you want to hire somebody who's best known for writing shit that took place in the early 90s, which is WWE's worst time ever? You know, we trash on the product now, but at least we don't have TL Hopper and the Goon and all that, which, judging by what's going on, we're not far from it, folks. We got, and that's talking about the business in general. You know, everybody wants to talk about Mantar and the Goon and T.L. Hopper and Bastion Booger. No, we got the dick flip guy and the piss drinker and all this. So, which is worse? I'd rather see Bastion Booger in the ring than the dick flip guy. Just saying. But, you know, at least Mike Shaw was a little bit entertaining. But anyway, I found... you know, Bruce Prichard's always been the type of guy that says, hey, WWE's the king, they're king shit, they're never going to be dethroned. He's always been a company man. You can tell that very much so by listening to the podcast. And I'm curious to see how his relationship with Vince is going to be this time around from a behind-the-scenes standpoint. Now, granted, it's not our business. We're probably never going to know it. But I'm curious to see, after listening to the Why He Was Fired episode of the podcast, how is his relationship with Stephanie going to go this time? How is his relationship with Vince going to go this time? So this is just a quick video. I just want to get your reactions to this, guys. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Remember, if you see a big rig out there, share the road. Do not tailgate. If you cannot see our mirrors, we cannot see you. And we'll see you down the road.